Hello and welcome back. It's bright and early today and we're starting here in the mini fish room and we've got some updates. Take a look at this. You might be wondering, why is my desk right in the middle of the room? Why is my chair upside down? Why is there a floor mat here when there usually isn't? And that's why. We just got a huge tank right there. I mean, it's not huge to some people, but to me it's quite big. It's 120 centimeter by 50 by 50. I'll put all the dimensions on the screen. And yes, I went with an ADA tank. This is the ADA Cube Garden 120p aquarium. And it's a beautiful tank, low iron glass. You can see the silicone, the edges, like, it's so clean. Inside, maybe a little bit dirty, and that's because I've been playing around with driftwood for my next scape for this tank. I'm really excited about that. The cabinet, some of you may think this is an ADA cabinet, but it's completely not. It's different. This is a custom-made cabinet by Aqua Review, the fish store that I go to. I work at part-time. They make cabinets and they make really good quality cabinets. It's also very customizable to your own liking, your own specifications. You can have it whatever height you want the cabinet to be. You can have this size adjusted if you like a thinner, I don't know what this is called. It's just a, like, ADA's design. So you can have this whatever size you want it to be. I just had it the standard size, and you can have whatever color you want. There's like over 1,000 color choices. Unfortunately, I don't think ADA has that many color choices and it's not that customizable, but this one is, and it's amazing. You can also customize the size of this opening and the shape of it. So if you want an oval, you can have an oval. If you want a crescent moon, kind of like what most brands are doing right now, you can have a crescent moon. If you want a rectangle like me, you can have a rectangle. And I think the rectangle, in my opinion, is probably one of the nicest looking ones. I do like the crescent moon as well. I don't know, I like the rectangle. And also because in the near future, I should be getting some light stands that go up through the middle of the tank, kind of like this. So yeah, I want to make sure there's enough space for filter hosing to come out the side. And I could have this even wider, but if it's too wide then it looks kind of ugly, so I kind of like this size the best. Another main reason why I chose Aqua Review's cabinet is firstly because they gave me a good price on it, and secondly because they've got this center support bar, which is really important because I've seen cabinets where they don't have this feature. Maybe they have one up here in the middle on the top, but that really doesn't do any support. You need one that goes all the way to the bottom, and this one has it here, because the ones I've seen before, it's actually bowed in the center and you could fit a coin in between the cabinet and the tank, so that's really not what you want in a cabinet. I've also asked for an opening in at the left back side of the cabinet. You can see over there, there's this little small hole for wires, and usually you'd have another one over there, but instead I asked for a big opening, so if I needed to clean, let's get back in here, but say there's dust on the floor, I can clean it up. Say a fish or a shrimp jumped out, I can easily pick it up. And yeah, just for easy maintenance. And I will be putting an extension cord through to the back and hanging it up somewhere here in the future. Yeah, right now it's connected to my laptop, but still a lot more work and updates to do. And yes, I've left a gap between the wall and the cabinet just to keep moisture away from the wall. Yeah, I've seen some people do it this way. I kind of like an open area here. I'm not sure, do you guys leave an open space here? I've seen people who do and people who don't. But even for my 60 centimeter aquarium, I've left quite a decent amount of space. Yeah, right now I've moved the poster over here, but the tank looks really, really good. Alright, so some of you may still be wondering, why is my chair upside down? And that's because we got some new wheels. We got a package today, And this right here, you can see, comes on with most rolly chairs, I'd say, are these cheap plastic wheels, and they can actually damage your hardwood flooring. They can put holes in them and scratches. There's not many here, but I just wanna, there's maybe a couple of like little dents, but I kind of want to do it now so that I don't risk damaging the floor in the future. Let's open this up and check this out. So yes, I got this on Amazon, and these are kind of like rollerblade wheels. They're polyurethane, I think that's what it is, and they're soft, so they really don't do much damage to the floor compared to these. I'm gonna take all of these cheap plastic wheels off and replace them with these ones. Oh my goodness, this is the best thing I've ever bought, aside from that cabinet and aquarium, but no way, this is amazing. If you've got hardwood flooring and you're afraid of damaging it because you've got those cheap plastic wheels on your rolly chair, definitely upgrade them to the polyurethane type, because it's probably the best $15 I've ever spent on Amazon. So let's take a quick look at the 60p. If you want to see more pictures of this and future updates of all my tanks, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll put the links down below. But yeah, this is it. So it's been a week since the deep clean maintenance that I showed in last video or the video before, I think. Don't know, but yeah, that time I cleaned the lily pipes, I cleaned the glass, I did some trimming, and this week I just did a regular water change, just about 1/3 of the tank. There has been some algae growth. If you look closely on the glass, you can see it's a little bit greeny. Greeny? Did I just say greeny? Yeah, I think that's what you call like green dust algae or something. But that's really nothing to worry about. As long as the fish are doing well, the plants are doing okay, yeah, everything should be good. Let's talk about the color choice of the cabinet. I went with gray because that's like the ADA color, gray, and I don't know, I really like it. Even this stand, it's gray. It actually wasn't gray when I got it, but I spray painted it gray, and it really matches that one. So I plan to use this tank and cabinet for many, many years to come. The cabinet for, I don't know, however long it'll last. The tank, maybe if we're lucky, we can get 8 years out of this, but ADA, they recommend 5 years for their rimless tanks because it could just spring a leak somewhere, because the amount of silicone they use is very, very minimal, and there's no center bracing in these rimless tanks or even side bracings. So yeah, they recommend 5 years, but I've seen tanks that go 9, 10 years. Maybe 8 years would be the sweet spot. We'll see the condition of the silicone as we go. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to setting this tank up, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am to setting this thing up and all the projects and aquascapes that come with this tank. So 2020 is a year that I got really into aquascaping and interested. It's kind of like the year I started proper aquascaping, and you can really tell by that over there. But yeah, I love aquascaping now. I still love other fish like arowanas, all the monster fish, puffer fish, community planted tanks. I still want to keep a few of those in the future, and we've got the fish room to do that. Maybe play around with some stuff and try some stuff out. But with aquascaping, one thing I want to tell you guys is that hardscape is really important. If you go to a fish store, you see driftwood that you really like, or you see a rock that you really like, you can't hesitate to buy it, because if you don't get it, someone else is gonna get it, and there's only one of that in the world. There's no exact copy of driftwood. So if you see something you like and you don't get that, the next time you go to the store, it might never be there again. So that's something I wanted to share with you. This year has also been kind of like a driftwood collecting year. I've never bought and collected so much driftwood in my life. Now there's 3 other main things I have to get for this tank, and that is the lighting and the filtration as well as the CO2. The CO2 is just a basic CO2 cylinder that I can get at the fish store, but then the lighting is something I'm really having a hard time deciding what light I want to get for this tank. I could just go for a standard regular LED light, but if you want the plants to grow really well and look really good, many of you probably know that RGB is the lighting to go for. Red, green, blue LED lighting. There's a few brands out there. Twinstar, Max Light, ADA of course, Chihiros. There's UNS in the United States, but I don't think they sell in Japan, so I'm not so sure. Filtration is another thing I need to decide for this 120 centimeter aquarium. For the 60 cm, I've got a Tetra canister filter, which has been working pretty well, so I could get a larger size of that. Or I was thinking Oase. Many of you guys know Oase. Green Aqua uses it for many of their tanks. But the thing is, Oase, they only have one type of filter in Japan, and that's the one for the 60 centimeter aquarium, and even that doesn't come with the heater, so there's basically no point of getting that. Another one is Eheim. I could get an Eheim Professional or something like that. I don't know, if Eheim, you want to sponsor? Please reach out to me. But another thing is the ADA canister filter, the Superjet ES 1200. That is an incredible filter. It's stainless steel. It'll last many years. Aqua Review has been using all their filters for over 10 years, which is amazing. All Superjet filters from ADA, so that's pretty amazing. But the price is quite up there. It's quite expensive. But the good thing is that the filters come with the glass lily pipes as well as the clear hosing. No other filter makers include glass lily pipes with their filters, so that's kind of crazy that ADA does that. I think it's quite a good thing. And also the customer service I've heard is pretty good, so if you have like a faulty pump or something's wrong with the pump, it needs maintenance or something, you can send it to them, they'll fix it and send it back really quickly. But I really don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below with the lighting, filtration, and yeah, just let me know what your thoughts are. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video update on new things to come in the fish room. I've been talking about this for quite a while in the past, and it's finally happening. We're making big changes to this room. I hope you guys are in for this ride, the journey. Like Squad, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys next time.